We must accept freedom, choice, love, authority. They're not actually linked to money. Think about it. There are people out there making millions of dollars who are stressed out, obsessing, overworking, feeling tied to their job, not really in choice at all, really trapped, right, in their job, their responsibility, the business, all the rest of it, being run by money. Like money's the authority. And then we can also see people with comparatively very little. You know, maybe they work part-time, don't own much, and don't care. And they're choosing to spend their time doing the things they enjoy. Like, I don't know, going fishing, whatever it is. Actually experiencing a hell of a lot more freedom, choice, and authority in their life than the one with all the money. So today, I want you to get clear and really understand, what is it that you want from money? Is it freedom? Is it abundance? Is it fancy cars? Is it giving to charity or setting up your own? Is it looking after your family? I don't know what it is for you. You're allowed to have it anyway. But let's get clear on it. What do you want from or in regards to money? Please make a note of this. Write it down if you can, or type it in. What do you want from money, or what do you want in regards to money? For me, freedom, choices, travel, lots of nice stuff. Just get clear. There's no right way to answer it. Remember, there's no right way. And it's not like you can't revise it, right? But just ask yourself right now, what is it for you? And then ask, when you have what you want, what will having that do for you? When you have what you want, what will having that do for you? I remember thinking, will I be able to live wherever I want, surf, coach like I am now, do this work I'm already doing, basically, just in a fancier room, right? But there are loads of things I'm like, yeah, that would give me that. Is awesome. I know what I want. When you have what you want, what will having that actually do for you, right? What will it really infuse into your life? And if you'd, if you say I'd remove stress, or, I'd have a feeling of ease, what would having that do for you? What would the nice house do for you? What will it allow you to be or have or do or share or experience? It's really interesting to get clear on this. What will having that you want really allow you to do or be or experience? And question number 3. Yeah, Kim, I guess money is freedom, free to choose. I seem to have this weird thing coded up where money is safety. Like nothing bad can happen if I have enough money. But then I keep myself from having it because having it also doesn't feel safe, because then risk of losing it. Exactly. And so, yeah, nothing, see that conflicting structure, right? Conflicting beliefs. If I have money, nothing bad can happen. But also if I do have the money, then something bad will happen because I might lose it, right? Conflicting beliefs, and that's going to pull you. Yeah. So question number 3, how will you know when you have what you want? Like, what are the specific markers or real world events that will let you know when you've gotten what you want? What's a specific point in time that will let you know that you've gotten what you want? I want you to include real world conditions, like moments or manifestations, as well as internal feelings. Right? What is going to signal to you that, yes, I have it, I have what I want? How are you going to know? And once you've pinpointed a few things, give me a number 3 in the chat box, or just let me know what it is. Maybe there's something you'll be saying to yourself when you're experiencing it. Nice. So, next question. Where, when, and with whom would you want this? Where, when, and with whom would you want this? Right? Where's this going to happen? When's this going to happen? And who are the people that you're going to do this with. Because to be honest, you probably don't just want to have an experience that's completely alone, right? Probably you don't really want to be just on an island by yourself with no one there. So who do you want to do this abundance thing with? Where, when, and with who? Yes, Kim. Yes. So what do you want from money? Yes. And when you have that, what will it give to you? Yeah. And now we're moving on to some more specifics. Like, how are you going to know when you have what you want? And how do you want it? Who are you going to be with? How's it going to be? Where's it going to be? When do you want to do it? Like, if you could do this whenever you want. So let's go even deeper. We're drilling right down today. So 5th question. How will all of this affect important people in your life, both positively and negatively? How will this affect important people in your life, whether it's positive or negative? How is it going to impact them or affect them? If you were completely honest, as best you could imagine it. Because, not everyone's necessarily going to be happy about this. Some people, because of the structure they're in, they'll definitely feel less than. They'll feel challenged. They might judge it. They'll feel like you've changed. They'll feel a loss of connection, like you no longer have things in common to bond over. Maybe you had a similar financial situation before, or job situation, or whatever it was, and you were bonding over that. So not everyone is going to take the change in a positive manner. So how will this affect important people in your life? How could it change their experience and your co-created experience? Because to your subconscious, that is a very important consideration, right? It's actually very relevant in the view of your subconscious. We can live a bit of a lie that if we were to do this, everyone's going to be so happy because they won't have to work anymore. Everyone, they'll be thrilled. But a lot of times we'd actually lose connection with those who haven't found abundance because we no longer have the challenges and the problems they have. We don't relate to them in the same way. And they don't just want you to hand them money. A lot of people don't actually just want that. Some people really do not want to accept free money. And at the same time, they will feel less than because they also need it, right? Remember, everyone's operating within their own structure. So it can cause all sorts of challenges. So just consider, both positive and negative, how's it really going to impact them? And then ask yourself, is there any other relevant information about this end result? You want to consider all ramifications of having it the way you want it. Literally having it just how you choose it to be. Ask yourself, what do you really believe deep down will happen? Like if you ask yourself, if I really did just step into that reality, what do I believe will happen? And so if we come back to the now, just look at the current reality. What are the real world details of your financial life? And you don't have to type this in. I just want you to consider it and answer it for yourself, for your own awareness. What's the reality? It could be levels of debt, levels of savings, lifestyle, stress. What's true? If we're just 100% honest about it, what are you currently experiencing around money? What do you tell yourself about money? Like, what's it there for? What'll it do for you? What do you tell yourself? You know, if you could just look at this is how it is right now. But do you tell yourself things like, well, if I could just have this, or if I could just save that amount, what do you tell yourself? What's the story in the current reality? You know, a lot of people ask, oh, why are there so many rules? Or why do I have to pay this? Or why do I have to give a portion to the government and lose out on this and that? And then, so what are they really saying? Maybe it's, why is it so unfair? Or why is it harder for me? Just see what's underlying for you. If there are any of these identity level beliefs or structures or underlying currents or assumptions. And now think about, what are you currently experiencing around money and the emotional states you experience around that financial situation? Like, what is the experience that you're having in the current reality, given how it is, and also what you tell yourself about money? It's very important. What's that experience? And what are the physical sensations that go with these emotional states? Right? Once you start to identify the kind of emotions, okay, what are the physical sensations that go along with them? When you really tune into it, what are the physical sensations that go with these? You know, these stories, these this perspective, this reality. And where do you feel it in your body? And finally, I want you to ask yourself, what do you really need to revise to allow more money to flow? A simple question, not necessarily easy to answer. I want you to open your mind to it. What do you really just need to revise in order to allow more money to flow? You do have access to the answers. We all have a genius. Just ask yourself the question and see what comes up for now. So I think we have some phenomenally good awareness right now. Was that enough questions for you? You know, there's no reason why you can't create the choice, the abundance, the freedom, the authority, and the money that you choose. There are reasons why you haven't created it, but none are based on truth. It's just your subconscious doing what it thinks is its job, and it's doing it brilliantly. So we want to thank all the subconscious part-time personalities, the belief structures, the emotions, all the rules, everything that's there that have done such a diligent job of keeping your current reality in such rapport with your family structure so that you can feel safe, so that you can feel like you belong. You know, we do want to thank all of them. And we also want to choose to create the money and success and everything else in our life, whilst also feeling a deep sense of connection and belonging with our tribe and our family. It is possible to have both, to have it all, to stop compromising, to live in radical freedom. So how does that sound? Kim, so good. I was going to ask yesterday if you or Dixie could do a financial abundance session. Nice job reading my mind. Well, you're welcome. I did it without even knowing. Yeah, I mean, this was definitely, this came through, you know, intuitively a couple of weeks back. And then something else came through that said, no, this is the priority. Speak about this a couple of weeks ago. And then there was like, it's just, everything has ended up, you know, intuition, superconscious knows. So I'm pleased that this has indeed been delivered at the perfect time. Awesome. So, oh wow, wasn't even supposed to be in the session, but my kids' class got cancelled. Isn't that so interesting? You know, how things happen that from a self-conscious perspective, or, you know, at first glance, we could label things as like, oh, that's not what I wanted, or that's inconvenient, or that was bad. And then things, you know, there are things that we aren't self-consciously aware of, things that can unfold, and then you look back and think, oh wow, that's actually perfect. Just a reminder to not rely only on your self-conscious awareness and definitions and your thoughts and feelings. Yeah, see, exactly what I was, perfect. That was exactly my point. See, I was so mad, why does this keep happening? But now it's perfect. Exactly. Thoughts and feelings are not true reality. They're just your perception of it. And things can, you know, once you just gain a little more information, things can become so different when really nothing's changed. It was always going to happen. So that's the importance of remembering not to base your reality on purely your perception. And I think that was last week that I mentioned that. So that's why the superconscious is so useful. So better speed along because I know time is ticking. So yeah, I mean, this is really about, you know, choosing to have the financial wealth and the abundance and the freedom and all the things that you want, and also choosing to have that love, belonging, connection, safety, that to the subconscious is so important. You know, they are psychological needs. We have physical needs, we also have psychological needs. Because, you know, if you can find other ways to create the choice of having that feeling of belonging and safety with your family, you know, other ways that have nothing to do with money, you can really have it all now. It's such an eye-opener. It's really a game changer. And there is a lot more about that and family structures and dynamics that are coming this weekend at the event. So I hope you're excited. I'm super excited. So more on that then. But yeah, so we're gonna do a recode.